Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Steve.
Welcome to Men of the Den, and this is Monday.
Alright, everyone, welcome to another week here on The Den. So, I'm not going to do as much talking as the boys this week. As you can hear, my voice is fucked-itty.
Yeah, fuck-itty.
I had laryngitis last week, and then I recovered, but then smart me got really high last night and went to a karaoke birthday party. And so my voice is fucked-itty again.
Fuck-itty.
Fucked-itty.
Well, we told you to stop hitting those falsettos and getting out of that register.
You did.
But you kept going for those high notes.
You can't help yourself.
You can't Ariana.
It wasn't even Ariana.
What was
You were
it?
trying to do the Will Ferrell notes of that Grace Kelly song.
Oh, which one?
I can be blue, I can be...
Oh, Mira, yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. That was probably what fucked my voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess we'll start with your gentleman's adventures, because while I've been convalescing, these two had a few adventures. So why don't you talk about your adventures in babysitting?
Well, like we said, it was a birthday party. Well, it wasn't really a birthday party per se, but there was a friend of ours whose birthday this week, so happy birthday, Jean.
Yay!
We went out for his birthday on Friday night. We did Brazilian steakhouse for the first time, Steve and I did.
Yeah, I've never been, but I'd heard about it before. Supposedly there's like these little cards, and one side is green and the other side is red. And if it's green, they'll just keep bringing you more meat, and if it's red, they'll stop. I think in practicality, it didn't really work like that.
No.
The things are just kind of there. They didn't really do anything.
Yeah, and the handsome waiters come by. You're like, more meat? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give me all your meat.
How many different kinds of meat do you think we had?
There was apparently 15 different cuts.
How many did we have?
We had probably 7 or 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... I think the side dishes were not really that great. I mean, the paella, the rice
Paella was good.
I don't know, but it wasn't the real paella. It was like Minute Maid rice with seafood in it.
Well, the star of the show is all the different meats and all the different meat, like all the different spices, the cheese coated, the cheese filled, and like
the chili crusted, and then they had like flank steak, top steak, sirloin steak, and all these different kinds of steak. And they had chicken. They had like chicken thighs. They had Parmesan crusted pork. And honestly, it's like they deceive you, because I was like, each guy brings you like a tiny piece of meat.
Yeah.
Like a half of a portion. And so they keep coming and you're like, yeah, whatever, it's tiny, it's tiny, it's tiny. And then like, before you realize it, you're like, my stomach, what's wrong? And you realize you've probably eaten like at least a pound of just beef.
And then they come by, all right, guys, have you decided what entrees you wanted? Like, oh my God.
Oh my God, the big entrees, Jesus.
Like, on the end of it, all I could think of was meat.
But oh my God.
But the dessert, the kind of dessert, the cinnamon crusted grilled pineapple. Tasted just like apple pie.
It was so good.
And then you guys had your first trip to Hanlon's yesterday morning.
Yes,
We did to the nude beach.
I got sunburned.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Kind of sunburned.
No, I'm sunburned.
Well, you have splotches because how you put the sunscreen on.
They don't need to know that.
You just exposed them.
Exposed.
Wow. What do you have?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm beautiful.
Anyways, we went to the beach. We went early.
Yeah, we went like super early in the
dead
morning.
when we
So
got
we get
there.
there, like enjoying like the serene peace and quiet of Toronto Islands while sunbathing naked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And getting sunburned.
yeah.
And then by about noon to 1, it was getting pretty packed, so we left. And then as we were leaving, we could see all the people coming in. We were like, thank God we're leaving.
Yeah, during the pandemic when things, like it was really like one of the only places to go when things were open, so it kind of turned into this big party hub. So during the week, it's safe queer space for, it's always been kind of a queer space, but it's kind of gotten taken, what are you laughing at?
Do you have some news you want to share?
No, I'm good. I'm going to leave that.
Okay.
There's just a text that came up. We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
Just unexpected text during this.
Okay.
We're live. What can we say?
Yeah. And it kind of got taken over by the whole Toronto just wanted that place to hang out, and it kind of turned into a big rave spot, which kind of gets...
Well, there used to be more space. That's the problem. There used to be more space. There used to be enough room for, like all of the sort of gay guys to go to one area, and all the party, like young party people to go to one area, and all the straight families to go to another area. But now, like, half the beach washed out. So everyone, all the same people are crammed into this tiny space.
Yeah.
And they all have to overlap.
And it happens to be the party space.
Boo.
Yeah. So we left around 1 just because it was just like, we wanted to get some peace and quiet, get away to the beach. But we do hope everyone had fun who was there in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
And then last night we were at a karaoke party, which was awesome.
Yes. And then tonight I'm going to a concert. I'm going to go see Halsey tonight.
Woo, Halsey!
Yes, I get to live my angsty 14-year-old girl fantasy.
Oh my.
So while they were doing that, because I was still trying to rest my voice, I had kind of like a self-care day. So first thing I did was I went to the gym. I stopped on the way home and I got a face mask. So I did like facial mask and I put some whitening strips on my teeth, make them all nice and white. And then I went outside and tanned out in our courtyard in my Speedo and scared all the straight families away.
Yeah.
You take great delight in doing.
Yeah.
Who, me? I don't know what you're talking about.
And I guess we could say officially now, since we kind of hinted at it in the last video, we are moving.
Yes, eventually we're moving. September 1st is the plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are moving across the street.
Yeah, we're still staying in Toronto.
Yeah, so there will be soon a different background. We just found, after 3 years of 3 bears in a 600 square foot apartment, it's time to move up.
We need more space.
Yeah. And I wanted a different building too. This building's nice in that they have really, really big balconies. So we're gonna have like a nice little outdoor, kind of like backyard fantasy.
Barbecues.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other thing we've been doing this week, so just like 280 million other people out there, which is the figure I heard yesterday.
Yeah.
We started Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I heard it was their number 1 watched.
It is their number. So as of yesterday, as of Saturday, it is the number 1 watched program of all time on Netflix.
Wow.
Specifically this season.
And kudos to Stranger Things are putting Kate Bush to be in the UK's first female artist to be having a top 10 hit in 6 consecutive decades. So yeah, running up that hill is running up that chart.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but it is pretty prominent in the first 4 episodes.
I've always loved that song and always kind of had an image of what that song would be, and they caught it perfectly.
Yeah.
And like I'm probably gonna say, I know I've quoted this to you guys a few times, but my favorite meme right now is all these people now loving Kate Bush are now going to discover her 14-minute ode to having sex with a snowman. Misty from her last album.
Is it a tragedy because he melts while you're having sex with him?
Apparently, it's just the windows are open and the snow bursts into her house, and she kind of feels this cool breeze that makes her feel good.
Oh my.
So I would say this season is probably my favorite of the entire series. I think
it's just so
it's kept me
well
pretty
done.
engaged. I mean, it's a bummer they had to break it up into 2 parts. But at least we don't have to wait long. It's gonna be out in July, so.
But it's like it just feels like the classic 80s horror, but it also has those campy 80s comedy elements there.
If you watch it and you know horror, you'll see that there's a lot of callbacks to, especially Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street's the biggest one. I mean, there's other callbacks as well, if you know what you're looking for, but, I mean, it's definitely pays tribute to Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, even has a cameo of Robert Englund.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
the 80s is so in right now.
I know, right?
Another meme I loved is like, how come all these shows of the 80s, everything's colorful? I just remember everything being brown. And I do remember everything being brown in the 80s.
What do you mean?
That was because it was a holdover from the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Like,
all the 70s stuff was brown, and some people never updated.
Right.
Yeah, like you go into restaurants, it's all like brown decor, brown ashtrays, brown like everything.
Yeah, the 70s was earth tones. It was like yellows, oranges, browns.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then mid-80s is when, like, neon.
You got the pink
Right.
and teal. Like,
Actually, a lot of the colors
1980s
came from
Taco
late
Bell.
80s, early 90s.
I'm definitely an 80s inspired. Like, I wear a lot of, like, neon.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm an 80s child. What can I say?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good place to end
I
it.
think that is a good place to end it. So, thank you so much for watching and tuning in to the rest of Boys videos this week. And keep an eye out for those Twitch alerts as to when we do go live once in a while. Bye!
Bye!
Arrivederci.